Welcome to another episode of What's the Skewp podcast. I'm your host, ChiefsKingdom, aka Dre. Be sure to like and subscribe and hit that bell. And if you listen to podcasts on anything, whether you're truck driving, whether you're at work on break, whether you're driving home, whether you're at home just chilling, kicking it, whatever the case may be, everybody got Spotify, everybody got Apple Podcasts. Everybody got Amazon, Google Podcasts, Spreaker, SoundCloud, etc. The links to all those will be in the description box below. Be sure to like and subscribe. Share with everybody. Share with your friends. Share with whoever, co-workers, church members, etc., etc. I even have a TikTok as well. So, have TikTok, Instagram, all that, Twitter, Facebook groups, all that stuff will be in the description box below. Before we get into all that, I'm trying to figure out how I want to continue to do this stuff, man. Do I want to go live? Do I want to... I see everybody is going live with these, but I'm not trying to go. I'm not trying to be like everybody. I'm trying to, be myself. And, I'm trying to, all this is a learning process. We're just figuring everything out. So, continue to grow with your boy as I figure this stuff out myself. Cause at the end of the day, I am a one-man band, one-man army, from the editing to the promotions to the recording to taking it from one device to another device and all other stuff like that. Everything is all me, from Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, all that stuff. That's all me. So we're just trying to figure it out, man. But enough of that. We're gonna get into these picks, man. Week 8 started out right for your boy. I had the Baltimore Ravens beating the Buccaneers. It's not looking too good for Tom Brady, honestly. At the end of the day, nobody likes to go through a divorce. Tom Brady's going through a divorce. He just announced it actually yesterday that him and his wife are actually going through with the divorce and everything like that. So, prayers out to Tom Brady and his wife, and Tom Brady and his family, etc. I think this might be the first time Tom Brady has lost 3 games in a row, if I'm not mistaken. They were saying Tom Brady is 3-5 right now, so it's he got some time away. I think he got 10 days off, so hopefully he can figure it out and right the ship. And honestly, like I was telling some people, I don't think that this is going to be his last season. I think that it's going to be in his mind that he feels like he owes his teammates and the fans a complete season of no distractions and stuff like that. So I could see Tom Brady playing one more year. So we'll see. But Baltimore ended up beating Tom Brady and them on Thursday. The score to that game, I think it was, what was the score to that game? 27-22. So Baltimore needs to pay Lamar Jackson. I seen them holding up a sign talking about pay him and everything like that. Lamar Jackson definitely needs to be paid. So Baltimore quit being cheap and pay him. I don't see how anybody can say he doesn't deserve $300 million. I feel like he does deserve $300 million. He's basically the entire team. He carries the offense on his back. So I feel like Lamar Jackson definitely deserves $300 million guaranteed. Like I said, that started off the week. But we're going to go into these picks. First things first, we're going to start off with these bum-ass Broncos versus these Jacksonville Jaguars. It's in London, Wembley Stadium. They got an 8:30 start. So Broncos are 2-5, Jags are 2-5. I'm honestly gonna go with the Jacksonville Jaguars on this one. I don't know if Russell Wilson is playing, but he probably is gonna play. With his antics of him being on the with him being on the plane, working out and stuff like that, while the team was sleeping and stuff. Yeah, man. Broncos country, let's ride. Mr. Unlimited. Unlimited. Yeah, what the hell did whatever, man. Russ, he got a lot on his plate, man, so I'm gonna leave Russ alone, man. Mr. Unlimited. Like, what does that even mean, bro? Nobody knows. It keeps the people going. Yeah, I'm gonna go Jacksonville on this one. Yeah, we gonna go with them for that one. Next up, we got Carolina versus the Falcons. Carolina is visiting Atlanta. I got the Falcons winning. Marcus Mariota, I think he's at least top 15 right now in statistics or whatever. So, Falcons are basically they're gonna get what they're gonna get from Marcus Mariota. So, Panthers, they don't have Christian McCaffrey, they don't have Baker Mayfield, they don't have Sam Darnold. But the Panthers are not to be slept on. They even lost they got even fired their head coach. So it's just a mess in Carolina right now. So granted, the Carolina Panthers beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers last week, but at the same time, the Buccaneers are not the Buccaneers right now. Buccaneers got a lot of shit going on in their locker room and off the field type stuff. So yeah, nothing to take away from the Panthers, but I'm going to go with the Atlanta Falcons on this one. I'm picking Atlanta. Atlanta's 4-point favorites. So I'm going to go Atlanta on this one. Who else we got? We got Cowboys. Bears visiting the Cowboys. Bears are 3-1. Cowboys are 5-2. Dak Prescott. He's making his third start of the season. Cowboys offense has been struggling with Dak Prescott. Yeah. Bears beat the Patriots last week. Cowboys beat the Lions last week. Lions had one of the worst defenses in football. Cowboys are at home. I feel like the Cowboys are always at freaking home. Cowboys are 10-point favorites against the Chicago Bears. Chicago Bears defense, offensive line, Cowboys. Yeah, I'm going to go Cowboys on this one. Obviously, it's nothing really to think about here. But watch the Chicago Bears give the Cowboys a scare. Watch them give them a scare. I think that the Chicago Bears are starting to open up the playbook for Justin Fields a little bit more, and I think that they're playing to his strengths now. So watch the Cowboys struggle against these Bears tomorrow. I think the Cowboys are gonna win, but I think they're not gonna win by 10 points. I don't think that their Cowboys are gonna win by 10. I think the Cowboys might win by a late last-minute field goal. That's how I think that one's gonna happen. They play at 12, so I'll be watching it. Next up, we got Dolphins visiting the Lions. Dolphins are 4-3. Lions are 1-5. Dolphins are 3.5 favorites. I'm gonna go Dolphins on this one. It's not too much to think about here. Most people are gonna go with the Dolphins on this one. But they're only 3.5 favorites over the Lions compared to the Cowboys being 10-point favorites over the Bears. And I think the Miami Dolphins are better than the Chicago Bears. I mean, are better than the Cowboys. Yeah, I'm gonna go Dolphins on this one. Thank you, Elon Musk. I'm back. Damn, they done gave Donald Trump his Twitter. Oh shit. Hey, they gave Donald Trump his Twitter, man. God damn. Yeah, we're gonna go Dolphins on this one. Yeah, I'm gonna go Dolphins. Next up, Cardinals visiting the Minnesota Vikings. The Minnesota Vikings are 5-1, 3-0 at home. Damn. I'm not looking at it. The Cowboys are 3-1 at home. Out of 7 games, they played 4 of them at home. God damn. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm gonna go Minnesota Vikings. Minnesota Vikings. Obviously, I keep telling y'all, NFC Championship, Minnesota Vikings this year. Obviously, they're gonna win the NFC North. Because the Green Bay Packers ain't going. It's a struggle unless Green Bay gets a wide receiver or 2 wide receivers. I don't see Green Bay making the playoffs this year. So, yeah. So I'm gonna go Vikings on this one against the Cardinals. Could be. Cardinals got D Hopkins back. They do have Robbie Anderson, AJ Green, and them boys. So it could be a pretty decent game. So yeah, but I'm still gonna go Vikings on this one. I think the Vikings end up going 6-1. That loss against the Philadelphia Eagles. Yeah, I think they're gonna probably have to need to get that back in the playoffs. Hell, that's even if the Eagles make the playoffs. The Eagles are 6-0 right now. But you got the Giants and you got the Cowboys. Eagles can possibly slip up. So we're going to see, though. They got one of the easiest remaining schedules of the season, though. So Eagles probably make the playoffs. Eagles, they're not going 17-0. That's for sure. But yeah, next up, Raiders, Saints. I was going back and forth on this game. The Raiders are 1.5 favorites against the Saints. Raiders got one of the highest scoring offenses in the NFL. Saints got a lot of injuries. Jarvis Landry, Michael Thomas, both are out. Andy Dalton is starting over Jameis Winston, even though Jameis Winston is healthy. So I think they're gonna ride with Andy Dalton. So who did I originally have? I originally had the Saints as my pick, but I'm gonna go Raiders. I'm gonna go Raiders on this one. Yeah. Next up, Patriots at Jets. Jets lost their running back in Breece Hall, but they did just get Robinson from Jacksonville. It's going to be a running back by committee with Carter and Robinson. Patriots, obviously, I'm looking at this as possibly a quarterback by committee. So they're going to go either Zappy or Mac Jones. Speaking of Mac Jones, I was talking about this the other day. I feel like the Patriots may trade away Mac Jones. And people are asking, like, where do you think Mac Jones will go? Indianapolis. I think Bill Belichick will make a trade and send Mac Jones to Indianapolis, because Indianapolis needs a quarterback because they just benched Matt Ryan. And yeah. So but Patriots may stick with Mac Jones, but I honestly think that the Patriots are probably going to end up. I think they should trade him while his value is high. Last week they showed they had no faith in him by benching him for Zappy. Zappy or Zappe or however you say his name. There's no disrespect to him. But yeah, Patriots are favored by 2.5 on the road against the Jets. Bill Belichick is still a wizard as far as defense goes. They just got a quarterback issue. When you have a quarterback issue, that typically messes up some things. They lost last week to Chicago. So, with that being said, with him having a quarterback issue, I think this one could be possibly a low-scoring game. But I'm still gonna go with the Jets. I think the Jets are gonna end up winning by 3 points. Next up, we got Pittsburgh Steelers visiting the Philadelphia Eagles. The Philadelphia Eagles are favored by 11. Pittsburgh Steelers defense is trash. I will say that though. Defense is trash. But they did hold Tua last week, and Tyreek. They could have won the game. Dropped a lot of interceptions. Pickett threw some costly interceptions in down the stretch against the Dolphins. I'm going to roll with the Pittsburgh Steelers on this one. They're 11-point favorites. I'm going to go Pittsburgh. Mike Tomlin and them boys. I think that Pittsburgh and them I think Pittsburgh is going to beat the Philadelphia Eagles. I think Eagles lose their first game. It's their first game back from a bye. So, I think the Pittsburgh Steelers beat the Eagles. I think Kenny Pickett, it's Philly. So, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, they're all in the same area. So, same state, I should say. But, so I'm going to go Pittsburgh on this one. I think Pittsburgh wins in overtime on the field goal. I think this one might be the only overtime game of the week. I'm going to go Pittsburgh on this one. Something's telling me that Pittsburgh is going to send the Eagles packing with an L, with the Eagles being 11-point favorites. Titans versus Texans. I'm going to go Titans. Malik Willis, he's making his starting debut, which I don't understand why the Titans are going with Malik now. Did Ryan Tannehill get hurt? If Ryan Tannehill is healthy and they're just going with Malik, I think that the Tennessee Titans could be possibly fielding offers for Ryan Tannehill. I think that the Titans will probably trade Ryan Tannehill before the trade deadline. So probably after this game, I think Ryan Tannehill will probably get traded probably Monday, especially if Malik balls out. If he blows out the Texans, has a 300, 400 game, 300 passing or 200 rushing or something like that, 100 rushing or something, I think that the Titans are probably going to pull any trigger or whatever on Ryan Tannehill going to another team. So, But in the meantime, I'm going to pick the Tennessee Titans to beat the Houston Texans on the road. The line is even, so they don't really have much faith in the Tennessee Titans to beat the Houston Texans. Houston Texans are coming off of a dub. I think the Houston Texans might have lost last week. Or did they? Did the Texans win last week? Who did the Texans play last week? Yeah, they lost last week. They played against the Raiders. So, but they did beat Jacksonville though. So, I think that they're probably going to get a hooker from Tennessee. I think the Texans going to get their quarterback. Hooker or Bryce Young. One of those two. But yeah. Next up, Commanders versus Colts. Obviously, the Colts are going. They're basically have given up on Matt Ryan. So surprise shock over that one. So Sam Ellinger, former Texas Longhorn. Yes, Texas Longhorn. 2021. This is his second year. So, yeah, I guess they're gonna see what they got with the second year guy. So, Indianapolis Colts versus the Washington Commanders. Washington Commanders on the road. Okay. They got a backup quarterback as well. They lost Carson Wentz. So, yeah. So I'm gonna go. Colts are favored by 3 points, but I'm gonna go Commanders. I'm pretty sure Carson Wentz probably wishes he could play right now. But it's crazy that the Colts gave up after Andrew Luck retired. I want to say Andrew Luck retired what 4 years ago, abruptly. Maybe 5, maybe 6. Because I know after he retired, I know they had Phillip Rivers. Was it 1 or 2 years? And then they had Carson Wentz, and then now they got Matt Ryan, but Matt Ryan's pretty much a done deal as a starter in NFL. Yeah, I think that the Colts probably gonna have a new quarterback with Mac Jones. So maybe unless Ellinger is unless he balls the fuck out. So if he struggles, then they're probably going to be on the phone talking to Bill and Robert Kraft Sunday night about Mac Jones. I'm gonna go Commanders on this one. Yeah, I'm gonna go Commanders. Commanders on the road. 49ers versus Rams. 49ers are coming off of a smacking against my Kansas City Chiefs last week. Rams are at home. That's crazy, dude. That is fucking crazy. Rams are at home again. I said this a couple weeks ago. Like, goddamn, I feel like every week the Los Angeles Rams are at home. The Rams are 3-3, so they play 6 games at home. And yeah, no. They played 4 games at home out of the 6. And it's about to be 5 out of the 7. Out of the 7 games. So they've only been on the road twice. I guess that's what happens when you're defending champions. Yeah. Who did I pick? Who did I end up picking for them? I ended up picking the 49ers. Oh, I'm a. McVay probably hates playing against the 49ers, so I'm gonna go 49ers. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with my pick for the 49ers. Next up, Giants visiting the Seattle Seahawks. Geno Smith is balling. Obviously, this to me, I feel like the should be comeback player the freaking decade. Honestly, the way Geno Smith is balling, and he's been riding the bench. I want to say Geno's probably been riding the bench for probably the last seven years. Because I know he played for the Chargers. Obviously, he played for Seattle. And I think it was just the Chargers, Seattle, and and obviously he played for the Jets. So, but I think those only 3. But shout out to Geno Smith. Geno Smith is balling. But what do you say? They wrote me off, but I ain't right back or some shit like that. So shout out to him. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna ride with this. I'm gonna go Seahawks on this one. Wouldn't be surprised if the Giants pull it off. I mean, the Giants go 7-1, but some of their W's have been coming with them last second wins. I mean, dub is a dub at the end of the day, but yeah, I'm gonna go Seattle on this one. Seattle's coming off a dub against the Los Angeles Chargers last week, so I'm gonna go Seattle. Seattle end up going 5-3, and Giants go 6-2. Seattle's favored by 3 points. That shows how much Vegas has faith in the Giants. And the Giants are 6-1. So yeah, Sunday night game, Packers versus Bills. It's in Buffalo. Bills are favored by 10.5. This could possibly be an ugly game. Aaron Rodgers, with it being Aaron Rodgers could possibly make it competitive because, at the end of the day, it's Aaron Rodgers. But at the end of the day, Aaron Rodgers doesn't have any weapons. So, yeah, Aaron Rodgers literally has no weapons. None. So, if he can throw it to himself and run routes, I'm pretty sure Aaron Rodgers would probably do it. But that's how bad their wide receivers are. So yeah, a lot of drop passes. Aaron Rodgers not happy with the route runnings, etc. The production as a whole, for the Packers as far as the wideouts go, it's not looking good. This could be very well possible that Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady don't make the playoffs. Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady not making the playoffs would be crazy. But, yeah. I'm going to go Bills on this one. And then Monday night, we got Bengals versus Browns. Browns are at home. Cincinnati's favored by 3 points. The Bengals lost Jamar Chase, but I think the Bengals won't miss a beat with Tyler Boyd, T. Higgins, Joe Mixon, obviously Joe Burrow. I think they'll be fine. I think the Bengals will pull this one off. Nope. You know what? I'm gonna go Cleveland. I'm gonna go Cleveland on this one. No. Yeah, I'm gonna go Cleveland on this one. I'm gonna go Cleveland. Browns have been losing some close games this year, so I think they'll get this one done. So it's a division rivalry. So yeah, I'm gonna go Browns on this one. Browns at home against the Bengals. Yeah, bye weeks this week is Chiefs and Chargers. Only 2 teams that's on the bye this week. Everybody else is playing. But yeah, so that's it for my picks. Jags, Falcons, Cowboys, Dolphins, Vikings, Raiders, Patriots, Steelers over the Eagles as my upset pick of the week. That's my goal too. I'm gonna start coming on here and at least trying to pick an upset pick of the week. If I can't think of one, then we're gonna be realistic about the shit. So, yeah. Watched speaking after that, NFL. So my picks are already done, but we're gonna talk about the but Jake Paul versus Anderson Silva. Jake Paul ended up winning. He ended up knocking Silva down. I want to say it was at the 7th or 8th. He knocked Silva down, and I honestly, unanimous decisions. That was ridiculous. There's no way Jake Paul should have had unanimous decisions, and because Anderson Silva was controlling the pace, he was controlling the fight, and he was throwing. He wasn't just standing there running around and shit. He was actually throwing them things, and he was actually controlling the pace of the fight. But who knows? Maybe that knockdown by Jake Paul basically sealed the deal. That's how I look at it. Lomachenko, he beat Ortiz today. Yeah. Devin Haney got in the ring. Devin Haney is, so 9 times 10 we're probably gonna be getting Devin Haney versus Vasily Lomachenko. Obviously, I'm gonna lean towards Devin Haney because of youth. But Lomachenko has the experience. So it's at the end of the day, it's gonna be about who wants it more. Devin Haney's a dog. Lomachenko's a freaking dog. But I'm probably 9 times 10 gonna roll. I'm probably gonna roll with Devin Haney on this one. Tank and Ryan Garcia have been chomping at the bit. They've been tweeting, talking about them two possibly gonna be fighting. Ryan wants to fight. Tank wants to fight. Tank tweeted. He posted something on IG with him and Ryan as a poster or whatever. Obviously, I'm going Tank on that one. Tank is gonna win. Tank is gonna stop Ryan, honestly, and yeah, we're gonna hear that. We're gonna hear that. That saying, the guy who calls Showtime boxing fights. Down goes Garcia. Down goes Garcia. Yes, that's all we're gonna be hearing. We're gonna hear that. But yeah, man. What else we got to talk about here? How did the NCAA? My Jayhawks didn't play this week. Let's look at some scores right quick while we're here. Top 25 anyway. NC State barely beat Virginia Tech yesterday, 22-21. Utah beat Washington State. Georgia smashed Florida. Ohio State versus Penn State. Ohio State won 44-31. My early picks going into the season, I had Penn State get into the college football playoffs. That's obviously not happening now. At the end of the day, Penn State just continues to freaking underachieve, man, and it's getting freaking annoying. Tennessee beat Kentucky 44-6. God damn, boy. Sheesh. Michigan beat Michigan State 29-7. TCU versus West Virginia. TCU is a damn good football team, obviously. God damn, they good. Oregon, they beat California 42-24. But this is the one right here. K-State, number 22 ranked in the nation, going against Oklahoma State. They blanketed Oklahoma State 48-0. And Oklahoma State was ranked 9th in the nation. Ninth in the freaking nation. Yeah, that's a wild one. That's a wild one. Before the season started, I did say K-State was going to be a sleeper team. Possible team to win the Big 12. So I did say that before college football even started. So it's good to see that that's coming to a possibility. But yeah, it could possibly come down to TCU versus K-State in the Big 12 championship. Yeah. So obviously my Jayhawks, they're still stuck on 5 wins. They had a bye week this week, so next week is Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State is coming off that's a tough matchup for my Jayhawks next week. Oh my god. Oklahoma State might smack the shit out of my Jayhawks next week. It might be like a 63-7 type fucking score next week. So take it easy on my guys, please, Oklahoma State. Please take it easy on them. Louisville beats Wake Forest. Wake Forest, Wake Forest was in the ACC. Damn. So yeah, Louisville will probably be. They might not be ranked. I doubt it. SC. USC beat Arizona 45-37, so obviously USC struggled on defense. UCLA beat Stanford 38-13. Ole Miss beat Texas A&M. Honestly, one of the biggest disappointments this year in college football is Jimbo Fisher and the Texas A&M Aggies. They're 1-4 in the SEC, and the fact that they have the number one recruiting class in the nation, and they're 3-5. 3-5 and 1-4 in the SEC. I had the Texas A&M Aggies winning the national championship this year. This is pretty pathetic, and it's pretty bad coaching. It's just bad all the way around from that standpoint. Honestly, if Jimbo keeps losing like this, if they go 6-6 or they don't win their bowl game or anything like that, it's a possibility. I don't know Jimbo's contract, but if I'm Texas A&M, I mean, they're no better than when Kevin Sumlin was there. They're no better at all. So, yeah, obviously at this point you're wasting money. You might as well go get Kevin Sumlin back. Notre Dame beat Syracuse 41-24. Syracuse has lost 2 in a row. They lost a nail biter last week to Clemson. Yeah. Illinois, they beat Nebraska 26-9. Illinois is 17-1. Illinois is 7-1. They're ranked 17th in the nation. My bad, y'all. Whoa, okay. Yeah, I can't brother. UCF beat Cincinnati 25-21. Cincinnati was in the college football playoffs last year, but they're 6-2 this year. So they were ranked 20th in the nation, and they lost on the road. Next up, wow. People was high on Pittsburgh this year, man. Pittsburgh Panthers this year, man. What is it? Yeah. They were high on Pittsburgh this year. North Carolina, Coach Mac Brown, got North Carolina balling right now. They're 7-1, 4-0 in ACC play. So shout out to Coach Mac. Next up, Mizzou beat South Carolina. South Carolina was ranked 25th in the nation this week. And, yeah, they get ranked, and then now all of a sudden they're not going to be ranked next week. Missouri is 4-4 this year. So, and South Carolina lost at home to Mizzou. So, yeah, that sucks for them. But, yeah, man, it's your boy SkewpzGotcha. Oh, snaps, hold on. The Hornets beat the Warriors. Kelly Oubre, yeah, my Heat lost. My Heat are 2-5 right now. You know, it's real bad when you see Udonis Haslem, you see OGUD getting PT. That means it's bad. It's pretty bad right now. So I feel like the Heat should have got them a big in the offseason. But yeah, what can I do right now? That's all I can say. Miami Heat are 2-5 right now. They gave the Kings their first win of the season. The Pacers beat the Nets. Nets are 1-5. Stephen A. Smith had the Brooklyn Nets possibly coming out of the Eastern Conference. It is embarrassing right now. And honestly, I tried to tell people. It's not going to work. It doesn't work. And it could very well be coaching. I think Steve Nash is not. I don't think Steve Nash finishes the season. That's just me. I don't think he finishes the season as the head coach of the Brooklyn Nets. Kevin Durant, over the summer, he wanted him gone any damn way, but for some reason they end up having a meeting to the point to where they keep Kevin Durant and Steve Nash. So, yeah. The Bulls win. The Bulls lose to the 76ers, 114-109. The Bucks beat the Hawks. Mavericks lose to the Thunder. The Jazz beat the Grizzlies. So, yeah, man. that's enough for your Benoy. That's I've been talking for damn near 40 minutes now, talking about NBA, NCAA football, college basketball's on the way, by the way. Rock Chalk, Jayhawks on that. You've healed me. But now we bouncing back and forth. This is the best time of the year too, man. Like I said, you got basically every damn sport on. Astros just beat the Phillies for game 2, and I think they go to Philly next. Before the playoffs started, in my group, the Sports Kickback, link in the bio, link in the description box. I did say that the Houston Astros were going to be the World Series champions, because they asked like who's going to win the World Series. A lot of people saying the Yankees and et cetera, et cetera. But yeah. So going Houston Astros to win it all. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, man, like I said, I've been talking to you guys for 40 minutes. Be sure to like and subscribe, hit that bell, share it on everything, anything possible. It don't cost much to like my shit, man. It don't cost much to share my shit. It don't cost at all. Actually, all this shit's free. So just hit the thumb up button, man. Hit the thumb up button, hit the share button, hit the like, hit the bell, etc. It don't cost nothing to support. But yeah, man, it's your boy SkewpzGotcha. Be sure to like and subscribe and hit that motherfucking bell. And yeah, man, I'll see y'all in a few days. ChiefsKingdom, Heat Nation, Rock Chalk, all day, every day.